I'm black, y'all.
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black.
That should be the theme song right now. Just make that the theme song for all the Does It Hold Up? You could play the music in the background.
Yeah.
And then it just be like I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black and I'm black and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black 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 and I'm black, y'all. Hopefully that matches up when you go to do it later. It's the black episode. It's black episode.
We got black people. It's gonna be great. We talk about black people.
We got the blacks.
We got the blacks. We got the blacks. We got the blacks.
We got the blacks.
Hello, you beautiful nerds. I'm Jedi Master Grayson.
And I am your favorite cousin, Bill.
And welcome to Does It Hold Up? The show where we revisit classic genre films to see if they're as good or as bad as we remember.
Also, we may get drunk while we do it a little bit.
But as always, we can't do it alone. We are joined by a special guest to help us determine if this film stands the test of time. He's the creator of the Non-Nerd Yards channel and a philosopher of the barbershop variety. Welcome back to the show, Nine.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm ready to get nutty.
Nutty.
That's a quote from the movie, right?
Yeah, there's a part where Eddie Murphy looks straight at the camera.
Flavin.
Larry Miller turns to the camera and says, "What are you, some sort of nutty professor?"
That might be in the Jerry Lewis version.
Actually, probably. I've never watched that one. But
it is
yeah,
wild, dude. Like the Jerry. Well, sorry, maybe we'll get into that a little later.
You know, I probably should have done more research on the first one, but I've had zero interest in that movie for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
I hate Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis is. Well, never mind. Go read the stuff.
We got some Jerry Lewis hot takes coming up. But if you haven't guessed from the thumbnail and from what we've been saying, we are covering the 1996 sci-fi comedy, The Nutty
Jurassic
Professor.
Park.
Close. The Nutty Professor.
Oh, the Nutty. It's February. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna be covering black films all month. So for Doesn't Hold Up, and we're gonna be doing it twice as much as usual because Black History Month is historically very short.
Shout out to all you Aquariuses out there. It's Aquarius season.
Yeah. Every Monday this month we're gonna be dropping episodes of Doesn't Hold Up. So keep an eye out for that.
It's extra special.
Is this a black film?
Well, it was the Eddie Murphy movie. It was this or Vampire in Brooklyn. So so there you go. This is what you got.
Yeah.
We got to get Eddie Murphy, the God, in there. If we're gonna do one, we got to get the God in there. And this is the best way we can fit it.
And it does have a lot of black people, and Eddie Murphy is just one of those just staples of black comedy.
Yeah.
So it's
influential.
Yeah, and this movie was oddly very divisive. We'll get into like reasons why we think that is a little bit later, but
why?
This nigga got a mouse in his pocket. I don't feel that way, America.
Okay.
And India.
I know that you don't feel that way.
Mexico
We'll talk
and
about
everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't even know what you said, man. I was just telling America I don't agree with you. Both of the time.
But yeah, the reception on Rotten Tomatoes, 64% on a critic's side, a 44% audience score. Yeah, which is surprising.
No, normally I say, is that bad? And you say it's not good.
Right.
But no. Why?
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's 5.7 on IMDb.
The fuck?
5.7. Eesh. Really? Damn, out of 10? God damn, that seems so low.
That even seem low.
I feel like yeah, like we'll
If
get
your pants was
We'll get to it.
5.7% all the way up on your ass, you would be like, I ain't got no pants on. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and we'll get to the vote later, but I do feel like this is this rating is super low, and I'm not sure why, especially on the audience side, because it seems like more likely than like more often than not, like people like this movie more than like critics do.
I'm mad.
It even
9.
like scored in the 90s when people did like a little what you call it,
Q
a survey
survey.
of audiences like at the time. It got like a 91% like thumbs up.
Yeah.
So I don't
Fucking amazing movie. It's a classic fucking movie.
Yeah,
It's a
Nine.
classic made as a remake of a classic. It
Yeah.
really is.
Nine. Do you have any like guesses of why like it's scored so low on the audience end?
Oh, it's not good.
So you watched this one recently, and like you did not have a good time.
Well,
assuming.
I will,
Well, actually,
get to my
well,
rating
yeah,
about
actually,
it
yeah.
later. But I will say that I watched this with a friend last night over stream. Another black man, as well, and we were mystified a little bit.
Well, we are gonna figure it out. So clearly, he didn't like it his first go round watching it, but that don't mean that it doesn't hold
It's
up.
not my
It just
first
means.
go around watching it. I remember profusely.
Oh well, how
I
did you feel?
remember
That's the
really
question. Is
liking
how
this
do you?
when I was
That's the question.
Yeah, it's been so long, honestly,
when I
since
was a
Alex
kid.
had the show. I
Alex
forgot
just
how we.
Alex just didn't answer the question right. Yeah, the question is, how did you feel the first time you
The
watched
first time. Okay.
the Nutty
The first
Professor?
time. It was just like it came out when I was super young, and I think I actually first watched it around like 2000. So I was still like very young too. I was still like 5 or 6 years old when I watched it. And so I didn't really like get it. It was just like, oh, Fat Man is funny, you know.
Right.
And this
I,
time watching it,
I think I was grabbing butts by 96.
Nice.
I was grabbing girls. I was grabbing girls' booties in 96. I think.
for some reason in my notes I wrote
wow.
June 38th is when 1996 is. That can't be right. That's definitely not right. Not June 38th.
Yo.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, no, it came out June 28th.
June 28th. Okay.
That's what you. Yeah, that's what you were saying. You must have been drinking when you wrote it down.
And it hit number one at the box office, grossed $25 million
Off of how much?
in its opening weekend. I don't have the budget here.
I think it was only 25 million to film
The
the thing.
budget is production budget 55 million. It says
55. I said 25. Yeah, 55.
Here.
So yeah, that's bank.
Including
25 million.
too.
You made 25 million in the first weekend.
Yeah, not bad. It beat out movies like Eraser, The Rock, Mission Impossible. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, this movie. Over. When I first watched this movie, I loved this movie. You can't stop laughing during the dinner table scene. I mean, there's like literal things that I still say to this day that are lines from this movie. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a good time for the family and for black people, niggas, black folks.
And that's how you felt like the first time you watched it, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. The first time I watched it, that's how I felt. It was a good time.
Yeah, same. Like I remember like really loving it when I was a kid. I didn't even really get how, like, I don't know. I didn't get like the overall story of it or whatever. Like what they were trying to get across. I was just like, look how funny it is that Eddie Murphy's playing all these people. He's got such a funny voice. But I did watch it with a different eye this time around. But yeah, we'll get. I guess we'll get into.
You got new eyes?
I got some new eyes, man. Yes, I
Bionic.
This nigga got robot eyes. Told you,
$1 million Alex.
Alex got a whole different job that he don't be telling us about. Because I'm gonna tell you, he shouldn't be as busy as he is. You know what I mean? Something else is going on.
Something's going on.
The amount of money and how busy he is ain't adding up. But now that I know he got a robot eye, now I know where the money is
something
going.
on here.
Extra money going to robot eyes, Alex. We got bills to pay.
But yeah, he's in this movie, like basic story is this brilliant overweight professor comes up with this potion to change his DNA so he can lose weight. And he goes from Sherman
he's
Slump
like
to Buddy Love.
436 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
And he's 35, by the way. He's like a 35-year-old, like that's that heavy.
Yeah.
You're on some dangerous, treacherous roads right there. You know what I mean? That's not healthy.
Yeah, and it's funny because when he said he was 35, I just thought about it. It's like, oh, every rom-com in the 90s, like the male lead was 35. Like Adam Sandler was 35 for like 10 years.
Yeah,
Like,
it's because you don't stop smashing bitches like randoms until you get about 35. And then, at least it's usually out of your system.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I still got time.
Right. Like,
still got time.
Watch out, ladies.
By the time I was 35, it was like, I was good. But then there was like 36 and 37. They was wild. It was some wild days. It was some wild days, dog. Dark times, man.
Speaking of dark times, this film did come out in a
February.
weird time.
February. Dark times, is that a black joke?
No, it came out in June. But
I thought you meant because it's February.
Yeah, dark times. But it came out at a weird time where like Eddie Murphy's popularity had kind of waned. He had movies like The Vampire in Brooklyn that didn't really hit.
None of all the movies that we associate with greatness with Eddie Murphy, like most of them didn't do well. Like I'm Coming to America didn't do what everybody wanted it to do. What was it? What was the other one? Yeah, Coming to America is more of a cult classic than it is like a box office smash.
That's interesting because that movie fucking rocks.
Right? Yeah.
That movie's awesome.
It totally holds up, and we'll never make it onto this show because it holds up so well.
Damn good.
But he did Boomerang, and he did what's the other one? Vampire in Brooklyn. We were just talking about that. Yeah. Vampire in Brooklyn was the one right before this, and only 2 or 3 journalists in all of Hollywood gave him a good rating on that movie. So yeah, we get a lot of it. We have a fantasized view of like what it was like to be Eddie Murphy at his whole career, but like most of this nigga's career has been up and down and up and down.
Beverly Hills Cop 3, Distinguished Gentleman, those movies didn't make any money. And another 48 hours, so they had to go into the bag. Harlem Nights, that movie didn't make any money either.
Nope.
Yeah, he's a lot of music videos in between.
Well, that's what happens when your best friend is Rick James and Michael Jackson.
Right.
Like, yo, let's just get this out of the way real quick. Eddie Murphy was friends with Michael fucking Jackson. Like, not like, oh, I seen him, or we have some pictures that we took together. I didn't know him. I just bumped into him here. I saw him at the Hibachi Grill or nothing like that.
Right.
Like, I hang out with Mike.
Yeah, I made plans with Mike.
Yeah. So exactly. Like, we hung out at the pool. We talked to some bitches, and we fucking got drunk. When I did who was we? Michael Jackson, dog.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson.
You imagine being able to say, I went to a second location with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right.
We met up somewhere, and then we left and went somewhere else, and we passed out watching the Jungle Book on his big screen.
It's probably the Jungle Book.
Smoking weed with Michael Jackson watching the Jungle Book.
Were you like a big
Eddie? No, I don't like it when you smoke.
Were you a big Eddie Murphy fan growing up at all?
Who's not a big Eddie Murphy fan?
Racist,
Yeah.
Even racist, even racist.
Eddie Murphy's. Yeah. Eddie Murphy's just a pretty iconic figure in all of just comedy, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even in the aspect of some people hate Jim Carrey or love Jim Carrey because of his movies. I think Eddie Murphy is still just so well defined, or like even like define the word, just like, you know, he branches out in so many directions where like you're able to be like, okay, yeah, maybe I don't like him here, but I do like some of his other
Right.
stuff. Right.
He's built up enough goodwill that even if you didn't like it, you go, well, I'll still go see this dude or this lady.
Yeah, he's a bona fide movie star. Like after you know movies like Beverly Hills Cop and like he pretty much cemented himself as like, well, we'll give him a chance because we know this guy's ceiling. We know we already know
he's like a bona fide genius. You know what I mean? Like he's really intelligent. He knows what scripts to do and why to do them type shit, you know?
Right. And I guess like what I was trying to say is that like his stand-up is so like masterful, right? But like, you know, maybe it wasn't for everybody, but then there's still those movies that are like going to catch you.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the Nutty Professor.
Yeah, and
not.
And you actually mentioned earlier, like, is this a black movie? And producers in the 90s would definitely say it's a black movie just because it has a black male and a black love interest.
Right.
And wasn't it? So, isn't it written by? Is it written by a black person?
I actually think so. I know it was directed by the white dude who directed Ace Ventura.
Yeah. And I know the executive producer is Jerry Lewis, right?
Yeah, Jerry Lewis was he was a producer on this of both of the movies, and then in 2009 he expressed regret for allowing the remakes to happen. He said, "I quote I have such respect for Eddie, but I should have never done it. What I did was perfect the first time around, and
no, it was not.
And all you're going to do is diminish that perfection by letting someone else do it."
Let me tell you something. Jerry Lewis always hated Eddie Murphy.
Oh, it's weird when I saw that he actually produced it and like he consulted.
He always acted like he always acted like he loved Eddie. He did not love Eddie, and you could tell it. There's an SNL skit where where Jerry Lewis comes on the show because they all heard. Jerry Lewis has heard so much about how big of a fan Eddie Murphy is and all this shit. You probably saw this. You probably read this in the book, huh?
Probably.
Well, they sitting there. If you go watch it, they're literally the sketch is Jerry Lewis, and then somebody else comes out as Jerry Lewis, and then Eddie Murphy comes out as Jerry Lewis, and they're all doing Jerry Lewis impersonations, right? But like you can tell, Jerry Lewis is like, "Yo, this motherfucking kid is fucking killing right now." Like, you know, like when you out here, we've all seen it. Somebody out here doing. With the shtick of somebody's out here tap dancing, and then somebody else comes up and starts tap dancing way better than them, doing backflips and shit. And the niggas like, hold on, no man, what the fuck? That was you can see it in his face.
Well, imagine being friends with Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
Never hit the dance floor.
And that's why Eddie ain't even tripping when he sees famous people because he's hanging out with Michael Jackson and Prince.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm just trying to get y'all together, man.
So you're saying he kind of like was the little jelly? He got him a little jelly?
Oh yeah, he was super jelly of Eddie, and like, but not in a way to like prevent Eddie from doing anything, or like he could have easily said, "No, Eddie, you're not getting the rights to Nutty Professor. I'm not allowing that to happen." But he never did stuff like that. But he's nothing but critical. You know what I mean? Like, so, and he was supposed to be in the movie, but he said he backed out at the last second because apparently there were too many fart jokes.
Right.
Which sounds like bullshit to me.
Well,
that's the
actually,
reason
you know what?
I didn't do the movie is because there were fart jokes.
Well,
he has in his movie, a man hands him some weights, and then he grabs the weights, and the weights fall to the ground, but his arms fall all the way to the ground with him. Like some goddamn Stretch Armstrong shit. Now you tell me what's actually funny about that, and how does it fit into the practicality of a movie that's supposed to be like it is?
Right.
It's not a cartoon. You have to watch it. I'm
I
funny.
haven't seen it, but like
I'm saying
you
I'm
know,
hilarious. So
that's funny.
I'm hilarious. So but it doesn't make any
Mhm.
context. It'd be like if in this movie, like Thurgood had superpowers all of a sudden. Like that just like what why?
Right.
Why does he and also the transformation for Jerry Lewis's Sherman, he turns into like the wolf. Like he turns like he's turning into like a wolf man. And then all of the next time you see him, he's just Buddy Love, like a regular looking cool guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like, why the fuck did you go down the road of like to me, those two things alone, which there's more, but those two things alone make his movie just fucking dog shit garbage.
Mm.
Like, like
And-
they just don't
yeah.
fit into a lexicon of a film.
Right. Yeah, I just still need to watch it at some point, or maybe I never will. More leaning toward the
Not
latter.
February,
but,
you won't. Not in February.
not this
you won't.
month. Yeah. Nine. Like, what were some of the things that you kind of bumped up against, like humor wise, of with the movie? Did you like did the jokes not land for you? Was it just like a little bit too silly?
Yeah, they were a little bit like. Let me see if I can go into my notes here. Well, I guess like Eddie being every person in the dinner scene is incredible. And it's like such an advancement of like the art form that he's been built in up for that. Like it is actually amazing where I'm like, damn, how did they even get this to happen back then, right?
Yeah.
But it still just boils straight down to they're fat. And I'm like, I don't know if I really
No,
just so much of
use
it.
that's that what you call it, politically correct shit that people got numb to. Now everybody's scared to laugh. There's nothing about fat shaming that's happening, and like the dinner table scene is the obvious part that shows the genius in this movie. Like they sitting there talking about in one scene, they talk about how people who are fat have issues with being fat and have issues losing weight, and they are sad about it at times. You know what I mean? And it's the pressure of it and the shame in it throughout society from everybody telling you all, especially back then. It was always some weight loss stuff on television and NutriFast and Jenny Craig and Richard Simmons, and I mean you could go down all the way to Montel.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Like
I don't
all
think
I'm
that,
just
I don't
I'm
think
just
that like it's fat shaming, you know.
no,
And
I'm
I
not saying
don't think
I'm
like
saying that mindset that being out there allows you to just think that it's like it's about them being fat. The jokes are about society. It's pointing a finger at society. Like everybody's different. Even the dad says it at the dinner table. Like everybody's different. Everybody's got different types of bodies. This some people big, some people fat, some people small, some people short, some people tall. Like I think that is more. The jokes are built into the into the poking fun at society more to me than being fat. I mean, those are obviously the elephants in the room. Just like that. Those jokes are the elephants in the room. But I mean, there's so much more that's funny. Like the grandma in this fucking movie is ridiculous.
Yeah, I do agree that like there's yeah, like I didn't so much see it as like oh they're fat as being like the joke as much as like or what made this funny and so astounding also was just because he has such great comedic timing and chemistry with himself, like beyond also just like the makeup, and he's creating a completely different character, like all the characters sound different, they all have a different way of talking
vibe,
yeah. So it's really, and like his dad sounds like an older, more country version of Sherman, which he should, because that's his dad. It's just all performed so well, which is what makes it so.
Are you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this video to no longer be monetizable at this moment? Are you ready?
Let's play a little bit of What's going on? Well, actually,
Come on, Universal, give me a break. All right, don't make me have to fucking appeal this shit.
I mean,
This is like very annoying.
yeah.
It's not, it doesn't cost me anything. It takes me a long time to do all that. So
Yeah.
like, please don't give us a strike. We are reviewing this. We
Yeah, we're
are
talking about it.
promoting the movie for free.
And so handsome. She's my favorite out of all of them. Jenny Jones, Marilyn Kagan, Maury Povich, Lattimore. I like Geraldo. Mike Douglas. Oh, Mike Douglas. You know, Mike Douglas used to make me moist when I watched the show. I was
That is ridiculous. Look, I just remember when we was
That food
growing
looked
up.
good as hell though too. Damn.
Right, I was ready to throw down on that shit. Like, hold on. Except for
No,
that one thing that it
The
looked like.
the next dinner table.
Oh yeah,
thing
the next
does
dinner
not
table looks-
look that one. I don't know what
that
the
does
fuck
not
they
look
was
appetizing.
That was weird.
They were just
That-
eating sausages and there's some yellow thing that I've never seen before on a dinner
some
table.
kind of yellow thing and some potato, what is it, sweet potato casserole looking thing. I don't know, but it was just chunky sweet potato casserole. I don't know. I would eat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would. They had some ribs.
Right.
They had all kind. Maybe that was potato
Yams.
salad.
Mhm.
It looks like potato
Yeah, maybe
salad
potato
with
salad.
chicken in it.
Yeah. Which is
Well, they
wild
got, like,
to
2
say
bowls of
out
it,
loud.
too.
That is
2
wild.
bowls.
That is wild to even say out loud. Is
And that-
potato
that
salad
one
with
with
just
chicken in
chicken in it.
Yeah,
Cooking
that.
like all day, every day. That's so much food.
And I guess that's what was cool to me too about this scene is like
That was
that we
it's
have
weird thing here.
Yeah, we don't know what that is. I don't know what country it originates from. I don't know nothing about that. But like what got me a lot about this movie as well is like I know we all know somebody like this. I feel like the dinner table scene, like if black people, we got family. It reminded me of my family. You know what I'm saying? Big
Yeah.
ass family getting together, eating, niggas talking mad greasy.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
And when he started farting, she said, "Who that called my name?" Boy, that shit get me so weak. Who that called my name? Yeah, I called your name. If your name is like what? That is just ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I remember rewatching like when we watched this as kids with our brother Adam. Like we rewound that scene like a million times.
Yeah.
I think it was like would have been what 9.
man, we just tried to watch. We watched the show. I don't think I've actually ever heard everything that's said in that scene because
Yeah.
we watched it the last night, and I can't fucking. Me, you, and Marcus, we laughing the whole time, like loud laughing, crying on the floor, laughing.
It was so good, and I do agree that there is some like humor in the movie that's like okay, that's a little like okay, a woman gets shot in the mouth with a hamster.
That was amazing.
A hamster taking a shit
Yeah,
in
right,
in the coffee. I was like, okay, this is.
Yeah.
It just so happens to shit right in the coffee cup.
I was like, well, how the fuck
here.
did he even get up there?
Yeah.
This is what I put. I said this is the era of comedy of not wanting to tell your boss that there's something like so wrong going on because he's like looking up at the gerbil and then the gerbil like just
This is the era of society where your boss could talk to you like that. Like we like 4 years outside of somebody being able to grab your booty at work. and it was okay. Like people think that ended with like the Mad Men era.
Yeah.
Like no, dog, that was happening in like '94.
That's still going on.
It was
For me, it was
fashionable.
crazy when he showed up at Jada's crib, just like rolled up there.
Yeah,
now
I was like, damn.
This could have been this could have been
happened?
written very
now out of everything that I've heard people complain about, like because the people that obviously people have complained about this movie being a fat shame movie. Lizzo said that it used to make her sad.
Oh, she said that about this movie?
Yeah, she said that it used to make her sad because when she would watch it, she would laugh, but she would also cry because like the scene where he like hides the food, she would feel like, I hide food. So
like maybe it hits too close to home for her.
Right, yeah, I guess. So it made her sad, but I was just like,
that kind of makes it good then, you know? Like,
right, exactly. To me, that makes it that makes it better. That's how it makes it a good movie. But also it's like, wait a minute, you say you're happy with yourself. Why do you hide food?
Right.
You don't have to hide food, Lizzo. You are a big girl. You like being big. Don't nobody care if you got food. We all know you got food, so it's like, don't hide it. You ain't gotta hide it.
Well,
I'm just saying. But to me, that's what it was saying. Is like, yo, y'all ain't gotta try to hide who you are. I mean, I watched a lot of the press for this movie, and that's where it was going with that's where the actors were going with the message. But nobody talks about how this nigga creeped up on her crib and looked up her address in the directory at work. Like, what?
Yeah, I was just
Like,
I just moved
call HR tomorrow and find out, well, how the fuck can people just find my address?
Yeah, like
That's
that is pretty wild. And you know, speaking of which, like, let's talk about some of the performances because we'll get to Eddie a little bit later, but we got to talk about Jada for a little bit. Jada's the love interest,
Miss Purdy, which apparently in the original Miss Purdy was a student, not ethical, completely unethical.
Yeah, that would have been, wow, wow.
And she was like a dumb bimbo, but they made her. They made this one like the similarities. Like she was actually into the real Sherman, you know, Professor Sherman. So that was similar, but they gave her an upgrade, complete upgrade.
Right. Yeah. Still like fell a little short of being like an interesting character. I mean, I like
Miss Purdy. What do you not like about Miss Purdy?
Well, like, you know, I did like that you know, she just was attracted to his like brilliance as a scientist. She already knew what he looked like. And it's funny, like we talked about this when we were watching it, that like when she saw him like in a lesser movie, she would have been like, "Oh, you're Sherman Clump," and then she has to like sort of get over the way he looks or anything like that. But she doesn't care about how he looks. Like she's attracted to him like from the jump, and I liked that. But yeah, it is like they do have some weird moments like that where she's totally okay with him just showing up at her house.
Yeah, but
like,
also this movie should have never gotten to him taking like drugs to get small either. Because if you show up to a girl's house unannounced and she didn't tell you how to get to her place, and she still is fucking with you when she opened the door,
and she's like, Sherman,
she really fucking with you. Like that girl likes you a lot, so there's no need. Yeah, you got it, dog. There's no need to be going and doing sit-ups.
Yeah,
you might want to go rub some Snickers bars on your nipples. She might like that. That's gonna get her hot because there's no reason she should be attracted to you. So, like, especially if you just showed up random size.
She should be terrified. She should be called.
I feel like that haircut also acts as another performance. That
talking about Jada's
the Lois Griffin, yeah.
She got the Jennifer Aniston. She got the Rachel. It's not good. It's a wig
to like look at it. Yeah,
it is like, a very bad wig.
And then I was just like, man, she is still very, very attractive. Holy shit.
Right.
Like ridiculous.
What's crazy is she basically looks the same.
Yeah, she is.
She looks like
very attractive.
She looks like as if she went from high school to college. Like
right.
I feel like when I'm watching her on Nutty Professor, she was in high school back then. And now I'm watching her now and I'm like, oh, you know what? Damn, she done grown up.
Yeah. And like also that maybe like took a little bit of it took me out of it a little bit, just like knowing how Jada Pinkett is now.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
because she would never like
ever. I do think
respect that man.
Hell no.
Like,
never give him no respect. Or what if she did? See, what if she did? What if that's the kind of thing she gave some respect to?
Yeah.
And she like, because Will be out there working out, doing all, he get no love, right?
Yeah.
What if she just only loved love big niggas.
she like them big and brilliant. You know, that's how she get down.
Motherfucker coming with the fucking cum cutters and motherfucker. She's like, get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, later on in the movie, they do go on.
Bring me Faison Love, goddamn it.
Bring me Faison Love. Who's ever said those words?
Jada Pinkett. She said it to Will Smith last night.
I would love it if that ever happened.
But yeah, man, look, Jada might be one of the reasons that it's got like she might be one of the people that really got this rating down. But also Dave Chappelle might be a reason that this rating went down some. Like maybe 5% for between the two of them. Like they both contribute 10%.
And I don't feel like that's fair for either of them. Like no matter how you feel about like whatever happened.
Woman be shopping, baby.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Be shopping. And that was his joke. That was it. He just went on to the next thing after that.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
The introduction of Reggie.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me!
Oh, yeah, he sure is animated.
How old is he in this? He's like young as fuck in this, huh?
Yeah, well, when he started comedy, he was like 14, 15 years old. I think he's 19 when they do. Maybe he's 21 when they do Half-Baked.
Half-Baked. Yeah, he was super young when they made that. Shit, I can't remember.
I think he was 19, maybe.
Yeah, he's super young. What did you think of his performance in this, Nine?
I loved it. He was like actually just cracking me up, just like his absurdity.
Yeah.
Of all of it, it was just like genuinely. I was just like, dude, this would actually be like unironically just like hilarious being in that club. Like just watching that shit. I would be like, why am I laughing? This is so bad, but it's so good.
Well, I'll tell you why everybody would have been laughing then. It's because it was the 90s. And see, this is what we did to you in the 90s now. We got your ass. Now, let me tell you something. If you went to well, first of all, I think it was a beautiful thing for Eddie Murphy to do to put this in the movie because like Def Comedy Jam is not known to a bunch of white audiences. And you know, even now, but especially back then. And it kind of gave them the little vibe of what it's like culturally to be at a black comedy club.
Right.
Because black comedy clubs back in the 80s and 90s, y'all, you do not sit in the front row. Period.
Bro.
People like
D.L.
Hughley.
Dude, I went to a comedy show and sat in the front row and I got fucking blazed the fuck up. I went with my homie and it was a bunch of gay jokes. And I was like, fuck, man, I told you we shouldn't have sat up here. God damn it.
Told you not to wear the same jacket. Shit. Yeah, you got to be careful. You had to be careful. But, you know, back then, you could say whatever you wanted to then. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would have called y'all the F word back then. They wouldn't have just made some good gay jokes. They would have just would have went crazy on you. And so, yeah, like, him asking who's sucking on whose titties over here was, like, so fucking cold-blooded, boy. That shit had me rolling the first time I saw that shit.
I have a perfect memory of us driving home with our grandmother in the back seat, and I was talking about that scene in the movie. It's like he said, "Who's sucking whose titties over here?" And my mother looked at me so ashamed. Like, why are you talking about this movie with your grandmother in the car?
This is just not good. It's not a good day. This is a bad day.
Let's talk about like the poetry of that scene, like in related to you know, current day, right? And I have it written down here because like the irony of like Dave Chappelle you know, making fun of well, Jada and of course Eddie in that scene, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, almost 3 decades later, from this movie, Chris Rock appeared and made fun of Jada, got his fucking self smacked.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And then a little bit later after that, he invited Chris Rock. Dave Chappelle invited Chris Rock to a comedy special where then he gets smacked or like gets tackled for making fun of the LGBTQ community, right?
Well, yeah, it was a
Like,
concert. It was a concert that he was hosting, and it was at the Hollywood Bowl. And yeah, the guy said that he was with the LGBT community or whatever, but he just made that up after he got beat the fuck up.
Yeah,
And he got taken to jail.
Like after when he was in ambulance.
Yeah.
Like, oh god damn, that's right. They fucked him up.
They fucked his ass up. He ain't never gonna use that arm. It's gonna be a baby arm for the rest of his life.
Oof.
But that's the stuff he said all that because he was trying to get sympathy from things because he went on stage with a knife gun.
Yeah,
a knife gun.
A knife gun.
Yeah, it was a gun, but it actually just a knife.
Oh, it's like a
out.
switchblade that looks like a gun. Okay, that's a stupid thing to have.
Yeah.
But
a gun knife. Maybe I should have said gun knife. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, gun knife or knife gun. Yeah,
what do you want to call it?
But yeah, I honestly weirdly never didn't even think about that. The fact that someone gets is a victim of an insult comic, and then he's not happy about the joke, and so he goes up and beats the dude's ass.
Well, also, it's a parallel also because he's saying shit that's not PC. He's saying shit that's like fucked up, and that's what he does. He still does to it. Ooh, kick this camera. That's what he still does to a degree these days. So it's like it's funny. Now he's, just to be fair, he's never been anything like that. That is not Dave Chappelle's comedy. And I don't want this to get to anybody and make it seem like that's how we feel. Like this is a character though in this movie that we were talking about. The parallels to that character and what happens.
Yeah.
People.
It was just very interesting. I was thinking about that. Just
There's gonna be a lot of niggas watching this.
Keep my professor's name out your fucking mouth.
What if Jada had got up and slapped the shit out of him?
Right, yeah, like that's almost like about what was about to happen too.
You know what? I think if you remade this movie, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She just gets up and slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah. Man, that's so crazy.
And then goes back and sits down and enjoys her fucking day.
Yeah.
And Dave Chappelle's character just keeps telling jokes. He doesn't go back. He go back to his set. Women be shopping. Women be shopping.
Well, then right after, Dave Chappelle got tackled. In later events, Chris Rock then gets on the mic and says, "Was that Jada?"
Yeah. No, he said, was that Will Smith? Yeah.
Or was that Will Smith?
He said, was that Will Smith? And it was so crazy. Like I remember that night, like when it happened, but one of my friends was playing on the stage that night. Like he was there performing. So I watched it happen, and then I heard about it. It was just like such a weird situation, like where something is happening around you physically, like you're not in it, but you're around it, and it's just like, oh, that took off and got around the world really quickly.
Yeah,
crazy, right?
it was. It was. I'm trying to not to say 9/11, but that's the only thing that keeps coming to my head. But it's like it's
like 9/11. Yeah,
it was like
everybody understands.
It was like it was like a celebrity died or something like that. It was something crazy that everybody heard about immediately. Just play.
Well, quick.
Oops, shit.
Oh, come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on. Hey, oh, damn.
This nigga has a concussion.
Oh, damn.
I can't believe you skipped
the
that. Oh well, I guess
bleed
you can only
on his
pull up
face.
the ones that
That
you pull up.
right? He's just smiling.
I was surprised you didn't look up the one where he was getting at his ass. You didn't have any of those jokes.
Yeah. Well, I figured we move on since we were talking about the parallel of him getting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we did make
attacked.
Sorry,
but
girls. guys and girls didn't make it into this cut.
What was it? He did have a good one. He said, "I think I know where they buried Jimmy Hoffa."
Yeah, no, I was talking about Eddie's joke.
Oh, Eddie's jokes. Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's funny, because
Buddy loves jokes.
yeah, Buddy loves jokes. Yeah,
They're all of them. Almost everybody's Eddie. Sorry, that's confusing.
yeah. One of the things I did like about that scene though was that, because like the Buddy Love, I feel like is like this a manifestation of Sherman's hatred for himself, like his sort of like self-loathing. So like he immediately starts talking shit about Sherman as soon as he runs into somebody who knows him. As soon as he meets Jada Pinkett, he's like, "Oh yeah, that guy. He's chunky. He's
Right.
He's piece of shit."
Yeah.
So, and then when this happens, where like Dave is like wants to tell these fat jokes, Sherman is like, "Oh, you want to tell fat jokes? I've heard fat jokes my entire life, bro. I've made fat jokes about my."
So you trying to say that?
Like,
so you trying to say that Sherman was a more seasoned comedian than
Right.
Dave Chappelle's character? He was,
right? Yeah,
he had 35 years of practice.
Right. It's like, I've been doing this for years, son. And I thought it was like on a different layer. It was like interesting the way it was written. Where he's like, "Oh no, like I really, you don't realize how much I hate myself." And it's like, nothing you can say can really like penetrate me. And also, I'm just a better comedian.
But unfortunately, that's not. It couldn't be what it was because the testosterone levels were not allowing Sherman to be in control of himself. So
yeah, there was
because now one thing I had always had an issue with was like, yo, how the fuck he don't know what's going on and shit. Like that don't make no sense because he's like himself still, right? But no, they explain it pretty clearly. But for those who were like me, you were wrong. They explain it pretty clearly. The testosterone levels basically make him become a different person.
Yeah, that's the part.
Out.
Yeah, that's the part where it's like I feel like it fluctuates.
Dr. Jekyll,
from,
Mr. Hyde.
From
that's
very,
where it comes from.
Yeah, very Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and it fluctuates from like the testosterone makes him act out of character to like the testosterone makes him a completely different person.
No, it makes him a completely different person. That's what they said. I mean, he says out of character because he's a dork. But they make him a different person, and I think that was a good. I think that they did a good job of distinguishing that. Obviously, I didn't get that as a kid for some reason. I don't know, but that was.
It's a crazy ass invention, though, right? Like like once you figure that out, like you got bigger fish to fry, my buddy. Like you are sitting on the gold mine. This might be the best invention of human history right now.
Right? Yeah,
God mode. That's what he just did. God mode.
You have the power to make everybody like Captain America. You don't have to stop at like just becoming skinny. Like you can do fucking anything now.
Yeah, because look, he didn't just get skinny; he got like buff, right?
Yeah,
and then he like learned karate or something, like because he was just like he whooped the hell out of Dave Chappelle.
Like he learned how to fight and everything. Yeah, like I was just like, dude, he
did create the serum. He created Black Captain America. You hear that, Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid anymore.
And I kind of expected at the end when like Larry Miller and James, I forgot what the other actor's name is, the older white guy who plays the financier that they're trying to get the grant from. I thought like that at the end they'd be like, so we're just gonna go ahead and make this, right? Like we're gonna go ahead and put this on every shelf.
So
and it kind of makes you an asshole. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. It's like, look, I don't care I'm glad you worked out all those issues, Professor, but we still gonna make a deal here, right?
Right.
We here to spend some money to
Like
make some,
what
you
just
know what I'm
happened
talking
in front of me, their transformation literally is like looking at the face of God.
Right.
Like I have
Yeah.
never seen anything like this. It's
Or the
it's
face
crazy.
of Benjamin Franklin,
Yeah.
goddamn. Like
It's like not only because like it almost the fact that okay, so this is what I'm just now realizing how crazy this is.
Mm.
It's not that he gets skinny, is that he gets fat again, right?
Right.
And that
That's- yeah.
is literally like against all laws of science. Like it is you are creating matter, bro. Like
Yeah.
that is literally insane.
and
You're-
making
you're
it
re-
disappear at the same time. Like you can't matter is supposed to not be able to be destroyed.
Right.
It just
Like-
transformed. And so
Well, you can like argue
what's
that like
happened?
it's a like a super, you know, it's something that's super like burning off calories, right?
Right,
Or
yeah.
something like you know
Right.
to get small, but like to do it just repeatedly over and
No,
over
yeah.
again.
It's like
Dude,
Clayface.
you are you're an omega level mutant.
His
Yeah,
body got
like-
his body got Clayface rules.
It is
You know what I'm
fucking
saying? That's crazy.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty wild. Like that he changes back and forth multiple times throughout.
Yeah.
Got to be painful, right?
Yeah. And I guess like there's like the sort of sense of urgency with like, oh, if he takes too much of it, like he'll just get stuck as buddy love.
Mhm.
Which I guess, you know, of course, if you're, you know, these old white dudes, they're like, well, just tell people to take it all the first time.
Yeah.
So you never go back and forth.
Yeah.
That's right.
So problem solved.
Or take
Yeah.
like a little bit at a time, and maybe you lose a little bit at a time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
and
like-
maybe not lose your
Yeah.
goddamn mind.
yeah, have
Yeah.
a-
But
Right.
it may be tricky getting women this drug because they are gonna be whooping some people. They're gonna be beating some people up because it definitely
Women be
makes you go-
shopping.
Yeah. If a woman heard that joke at the if she was on this drug, she's getting up and beating the hell out of that dude.
Fucking She-Hulk. Dude,
yeah.
insanity.
Yeah, that other white dude, he's definitely got like the DOD on speed dial. Like it's like, hey, I got the contract ready. What was his name? James Coburn. There he is.
Hey, C, what up, though?
And yeah,
Call me back.
we talked about this a little bit earlier, but let's talk about like the makeup and the performance of Eddie Murphy in this movie. Rick Baker won an Oscar for his work on this movie. Well deserved. And I dare say that Eddie Murphy at least deserved to win Gold Globe for best performance this year. Tom Cruise won for Jerry Maguire that year. And I just feel like
Goddamn shame.
even though Tom Cruise is really good in that,
He didn't win an Oscar though.
It doesn't. Yeah, he didn't win an Oscar. I feel like you can't compare like all the stuff that Eddie Murphy is doing in this movie is just kind of astounding. Like he created a whole different character for Sherman, just like the way he speaks and carries himself. And then he did it 6 more times or whatever.
Yeah.
With all these other characters, like from the very opening.
I mean, yeah, he's not
probably fucking getting shredded in that fucking fast. When he was like running up the stairs, I was like, you know how fucking hard that would actually be to like even do the workout scenes.
Yeah, well, he talked
like
he did talk about how he got prepared for this role. Like he knew he was gonna have to wear the weight of that suit and be hot all the time. So he trained for it. So yeah, like
it's like when they fucking For All Mankind when the gravity gets turned up and shit. You're feeling those G forces. Like that is like literally another person on you. It looked like it's crazy.
Yeah,
this scene right here is what you were talking about. Like no sound, because that's a song that I probably that's a song that I probably won't be able to get around.
That's a good point. I forgot about that very popular song.
And the funny part about that scene too, but because like it doesn't matter, like even if you have a condition or if you have like what's the like a thyroid
thyroid
or something, you're still losing weight. Like he was fucking working out hard, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
because if
he
you're
was putting
that
in
fat
work.
and you're putting in work like that, even after a week, you're going to like feel a noticeable difference
Yeah.
from fucking running bleachers, jumping roping and shit.
Right. I think he, you know, was seeing them, you know, seeing results. He just let people get to him, you know, like, and the way, look, first of all, big as he is, his boss can't be talking to him like that.
Yeah.
You gonna get these hands. You see these big, massive fucking sausages that I got right here? I will put them around your throat and I will pluck out your heart from your esophagus.
Yeah.
Do not fucking keep talking to me.
God
like
damn, that is
I'm not your slave.
Yeah, Larry Miller was out of pocket now. He did say he was going to kill him.
He told him he was going to kill him, and I was like, God damn.
I don't know, even mean that metaphorically. When you go to HR and tell them about this, tell them I threatened your life.
And if I find out you didn't tell them that I was threatening your life, I will fucking kill you.
I will kill you.
And it's funny because that moment happens like in that scene. He's not actually even mad at him. He's just like tried to stretch.
Yeah, he's just letting him know something.
And that's the only time he's nice to him. And I figured out the only reason he's nice to him in that scene is because he thinks he's a sleazeball too. Because Sherman put the money for the Viper on the company credit card. He's like, he was wrong like that. Okay, I see you, sure. Yeah. Anyway, we got this meeting later on this weekend.
We won't be doing that shit again, but we got this meeting. You gonna come through? You better be there. I'm gonna kill you. How about that?
It's just such a weird character.
Did y'all notice that like as like Buddy does get a little bit more like sinister or whatever, there's like an introduction like of more white people in his life?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Like have you noticed like there's like as the movie gets a little bit more sinister, there's just like more white people in it.
That is a good point.
Like,
well, it's because I think it's because I think he's just as sinister, but it's just like black people ain't gonna deal with his craziness. Like white people be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up," and like if he tried to pull that on Montel Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like Montel Jordan would have had to whoop him.
Actually, he didn't do that in front of Montel. Which I guess he's the house band for this club.
He
just plays his music. His his most popular song while you're eating like chicken and shit.
Right.
Actually, that's the only song he actually plays. Actually, he only plays "This Is How We Do It." Plays
this is how we do it over and over for 6 hours,
26 times in total. Then they take a break, and then Dave Chappelle character comes out.
Like, all right,
and Reggie.
That's right. He was an opener for Reggie.
Yeah, he's an opener for Reggie. And then when Reggie's done, he come back out and do another 26 songs. Well, not 26 songs, the same song 26 times.
Oh, that's great.
That's how it go down at the Scream.
Yeah,
the Scream.
Yeah,
which is not a real place, by the way. People wondering, that's not in Los Angeles. That's not a real place. The Scream.
No, it is not. But yeah, I what did you think of Eddie's like performance? I guess like in the as like Sherman, because we usually say like who's the MVP? Who's the MVP of the movie? But like
we're gonna do an MVP of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but who's like, but what I was gonna say, like, who's like your favorite Sherman?
Yeah, Sherman.
I mean, sorry,
who's my favorite
Eddie
Clump?
Murphy. Yeah. Okay.
Who's my favorite Clump? Or who's my favorite Eddie Murphy character?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
like
with
the Richard Simmons one guy.
I'm gonna go with it's between Richard Simmons, the brother, or the dad. I mean, or the grandma.
Oh yeah, the grandma's great.
The grandma is great. She said, "You're gonna
Richard
keep
Simmons.
insulting me, and I'm gonna throw this between the crack of your ass." So, God damn it.
I thought
That
Richard
shit
Simmons
is-
was Carrot Top for a second. I was like, wait, is that Carrot Top or who's this? I was like, oh, it's Richard Simmons.
Yeah, actually, Carrot Top didn't look like that yet, but little
Right.
did we know that actually that would be a cosplay for the future Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Because Carrot Top looks like that now.
Yes, post plastic surgery Carrot Top looks just like Eddie Murphy trying to be Richard Simmons.
Yeah, wait a minute. So,
That's a math equation.
man, crazy. Look, Carrot Top, you look like a black man doing white things. Wow.
Yeah,
That's some wild shit.
It's a very exclusive club.
Let me tell you
belong
something,
to,
man.
my
That's some shit. That's some crazy shit for a motherfucker like me to just find out on a fucking what today is, a Monday.
Yeah,
Oh,
Black
my
History
God.
Today years old.
I said that this dream sequence is a part of the reason I have an irrational fear of quicksand.
Oh yes.
Like no.
Yes.
Like I can't find it.
I
That's
found
so
out
scary.
what happened. So there's a story behind this. I'm gonna let Alex pull up the scene right now because I'm so glad you brought that up. Like apparently Jada actually almost so this thing is on a platform, right?
Right.
And underneath they had this like sheet that like she would fall on,
Mhm.
but she could feel it as she was sinking down. She could feel the entire platform like collapsing.
Oh.
So when she goes under here, that she actually had pushed. So you see her hands still there, and then you don't see him. It's because she pushed Eddie off of her so that shit did not collapse on her, and she jumped out and the whole fucking thing collapsed.
Oh shit.
So she would have been buried underneath the sand.
That's
damn.
And she was like, I hope you got your shot.
Yeah, because I'm never going
it.
doing that.
Not going over. And then Eddie was like, you were fucking strong. Like,
Yeah.
just
that's
pushed
Eddie,
his ass completely off of her. Like, yo, let me get the fuck out of here. Because she was like, she could have died.
Damn. Yeah. That's
At
crazy.
least being very much so hurt and traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that could be psychologically damaging for sure.
Yep.
But
So,
I will
I'm thinking
say
that story's not going to help anybody's fear of quicksand.
Yeah. But I gotta say, it looked really good.
Looked great.
Yeah, it looks a really
Great
cool
shot.
Very good
Was
shot, yeah.
well, you know
Thank
what?
you for-
Shout
thank you
out
for
to the
almost dying
director.
for
Yeah,
this.
shout out to
Yeah.
the director. You did a good job. Almost kill a bitch. That's how you get a good shot.
That's how you get a good shot. That's
Oh wait,
it's
it's
showbiz.
too soon because what's his name? Charlie. Not Charlie. What's his name? Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, he was shit. Moving on. No, Nine, I forgot to ask you yet, like, what did you think of like Eddie Murphy in this movie? Like, as far as just his performance.
It's just like, yeah, fantastic. I would say that my favorite would be as Buddy, just because he's just so like mean. And a little bit of like, damn. But like that's how people be though when they when they start acting brand new and they're like, okay, yeah, I'm in my bag now. I see them bitches looking at me. Yeah. I'm in there. And not really giving a fuck. I mean, that can go for getting thinner or, being more confident with yourself, or, when motherfuckers get a bunch of money.
Right?
Yeah. Well, money will make you more of who you already are.
Mm-hmm.
But this potion will make you an asshole, apparently. Just straight up will make you a complete a-hole.
I think the aspect of it too is that, like, you didn't have to work for it.
Right, yeah, you didn't have to work for it.
Do any of the dedication and like training or whatever.
Right.
And no one man should have all that power.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Yeah, like y'all brought up, he gets more obnoxious as the movie goes on, and it's I don't know, it's a really nice performance, but I think it's a nice comparison to Sherman's his performance as Sherman, who I think is my favorite Eddie Murphy because he is just so sweet and like
Mhm.
kind. And he is like a big nerd about science. Like he'll go on these diatribes about like he's just so like socially awkward. He'll go on these diatribes about like oh actually the genitalia of the hamsters are slightly different than guinea pigs. It's like nobody gives a fuck about that, Sherman. But Jada
They
does
show
like
tests. They have tests to show that some weight gain and weight loss is dealing with genetics.
Right. And I really liked his performance as him. He's just like a very you can't help but like love that character. He's just so kind, and you just want the best for him the whole time. You're rooting from the first time he opens his mouth, just saying hello to all the students. Hey, good morning. It's like, oh, I love this guy. He's so
Everybody,
sweet.
it looked like everybody loved Professor Claw,
Yeah, everybody loves Sherman.
except for fucking his boss, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
So like, why is you like, come on, Sherman? Why you worried about goddamn what the boss think? Everybody else got you to show you love.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, boss is writing them checks.
Man, he writing them wolf tickets. That's what he writing. Because he would have been getting the DDT or something,
Right.
man. Like, goddamn, give him
Another-
a stone. Get his ass.
Yeah, he could have murdered him. Like if
He could have
if
just fell on
Sherman
him
had
on
this, like-
accident. Just say you fell on him on accident, and then
Everybody will believe
when everybody show up, he just be like, "Hey, I fell on him on accident." No, it was the ventricular force of my titty meat that when it got stuck on him, his face got buried within my titty meat, and then he suffocated and he died.
Seems like I messed myself.
Seemed like I messed myself. He might have messed himself too because he died. So when you die, sometimes you mess yourself. Mess yourself. It's not just a little known fact. You mess yourself. I mess myself. He messed himself. Thank you for finding me, coming to rescue me. But it's too late for him.
It's too late.
So yeah, just kill him. That's a good excuse, right? Just get out.
Yeah, just murder.
Yeah,
if he had a sorry, go ahead. No,
go let him go.
I was gonna say I don't know why I found this like so funny, but the dream sequence when he like turns into Godzilla was just like
oh yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was so fucking hilarious. And especially with the dude like who like the bum that like lights a cigarette.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite part.
He's just
The
like,
cop.
The cop. I was like, dude, you know how much like death and destruction is going around?
I'm
like
tell
the
you
fact
right
that
now.
like it's literally just like, well, a guy lighting a cigarette, like, dude. Like there would be sparks and like mayhem going around.
He just want to get this cigarette off right quick. He got everybody else is like, yo. Well, that just tell you he was truly a homeless person, right? Because he must have smelled so bad that he didn't give a fuck about
Whatever. It don't matter.
Man, somebody's fighting. Who cares?
That actually just cracked me the fuck up.
He was trying to get this cigarette off in the middle of a Godzilla attack. I just think that might be one of the last things you need to be worried about, sir. Homeless or not,
be running with everyone else.
You might want to just find a place to hide.
And the cop just happens to see him.
It's like, I like that's how he got that job. That's how he got that part. He did that in his audition, dude. He did that. Look, so for those who are new to this show, I like to look at performances, and when I see them, think to myself like, that's how he got that part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what he did in the audition.
That's what he did in the audition. With his small parts, that's how you know what they did in the audition, because that's how they got on to the fucking screen.
Yeah, like that's the guy.
Speaking of like one of the reasons I feel that way is because like Gary Owen, when he did Daddy Daycare. That's why I can tell the story. When he did Daddy Daycare, he did the audition, and like his part, he's like wearing a broccoli outfit and talking about broccoli, and so he like spells out broccoli and does a broccoli song. That's not in the script. He just did it during the audition. He like brought somebody's kid in,
right,
to do the audition with him. Did that shit, left, killed it, nailed it, got the part. He gets on set and he's like, they get to the part where his scene, he's doing it and they like cut. And he's like, where's the song? And he was like, what song? He's like, the song you did during your audition. That's how you got the job. Do the song. Like, do the song.
Yeah.
Don't come in here doing what the fuck is this shit that you just did? Whatever that was, get that shit the fuck out of here. Do the song. Which is funny to me only because like he just undressed this actor in front of a bunch of kids. in front of a bunch of kids, man. That's how Hollywood is. So that's why I say when you see them little small roles where they do something crazy, you like, dog, that's how they got that role, was being that crazy, being that one dude who was like extra.
Yeah, shout outs to character actors, and there's a lot of like little fun bit actors in this movie too. One thing that I really actually liked toward the end, we got the guy who plays Jason, who's like Sherman's lab assistant or whatever. He's like a lab student. Sherman. This moment at the end,
and nobody say nothing about breaking no gas. Breaking no gas.
Where Buddy is about to take the potion to get rid of
forever.
Sherman forever.
Wait! I cannot let you
do
this.
Yeah, right there. That's a terrible man. Look, freeze framing has not helped anybody. Okay, it's done nothing for no one. Hold on, we just not gonna do my brother like this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We just not gonna have him looking crazy like that. This is not on Black History Month. We not goddamn. How they get that shit to look like that?
Yeah, right. They must be like shining the light.
Yeah,
from
like,
another angle. Like having
what is that? The fucking
laser
glow stick juice or some shit?
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't drink it.
Right? Who would want to drink that? It looks crazy. It looks radioactive.
It looked definitely.
Actually,
I mean, I was gonna say it looked like it tastes better than Zima. I'll try it.
Mix it with some tequila.
Yeah, that's that goddamn hypnotic. What that is, put that with some Alizé, goddamn.
But for whatever reason, maybe I'm just because I'm always thinking about Ninja Turtles. That moment really reminded me of this moment from Ninja Turtles where Kino runs up to the stage because they does it the exact same way.
To us first, pal. Yeah.
Our pleasure.
It's literally the shot.
Like
shot. That's great.
Hollywood, baby.
I was expecting Jason to like jump up on the stage and kick him out.
That would have been better.
No, instead he gets his ass whipped. So
that would have been better had he kicked it out of his hand, then got his ass whooped.
Yeah, that would have been cool. It's like, oh, Jason also knows karate.
Right.
Everybody in this movie.
I think that would have been good, random, like not random that like is outside of what has happened this whole movie type random, but like random, like, oh shit, y'all better not fuck with that nerd. But then Buddy Love, pow. Yeah. Plus he got a little Sherman in him. He might be stronger than any of that, because think about it, all that weight go inside of him.
Yeah, he's like dense.
He becomes like
dying
dense.
sun.
Yeah.
It's so dense. Like, where does the matter go?
Hey, you try to push him and break your finger.
Dude. Yeah, he's fucking Luke Cage now.
That would be crazy.
He's got to drink the potion because you can't put a needle in him.
Yeah, exactly.
His fucking molecules are just like this.
Wasn't that like how Invisible Man was on The Boys?
Yeah,
like his body's impenetrable,
translucent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Translucent.
Yeah, I think it was like similar.
Invisible guy.
That would have been cool if they explored that a little bit more.
They did. They explored it into his asshole. I'm
in this movie.
Oh, you mean in this movie? Oh, in this movie.
Yeah,
excuse me. I was like, what you talking about? They explored it enough for me. I don't need no more exploration.
That was enough exploration for. But yeah, like the crazy way that like Nine mentioned, the science of him transforming or it just makes no sense. So maybe they could have played with that a little bit more. It's like, oh yeah,
Well, they did.
it
That's
makes
what,
you super dense, and that's why you're.
but
super
that's what I'm
strong.
saying. Like, they
Right.
think about what they had to go off of. Like, the first one, the nigga turns into the wolf man, like a blue. He turns into like a blue. Look, see if you can look it up.
Yeah, let me see.
He turns into like this blue wolf man whose face is like melting off halfway, basically.
Oh,
And
geez.
then they just cut from that and then go to him as like just buddy love.
That would
Like,
be super interesting. Like if he, transformed, but he still weighed the same, you know? So like, he's like leaving footprints and like, like he's just like so like like this guy is fucking heavy the way that he's like walking around, like he's almost bursting down ceilings and like coming through the roof and shit.
yeah, if they'd have gone into that realm, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's all off of based off of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. If they were gonna go in that direction, would have been just fine with me, but
I mean, they didn't need to, but
but they did not. They did not do that. They just decided.
Oh, this is fucking crazy, yo. This doesn't. Why does he? Yeah, why does he look like that?
You can turn the sound on this one.
Oh, let's see. Let's see what's going on.
1963. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's very weird. Why does he have to turn into a wolfman before you?
That is pretty intense.
Well, the thing is, it also never happens again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fucking so weird.
Like,
That is
so
an
so
odd
weird.
choice.
So I'm saying, like, what did they have to go off of? It was basically do what you want.
Yeah.
When you see that, I don't give a fuck what year it is, 63, 64, 96. When you see that, you go, yeah, so what do y'all want to do? What y'all thinking? I think we got carte blanche. We can do whatever we want.
Do whatever we want.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was a weird one. Guys, put in the comments like how you felt about the '60s Nutty Professor movie. Because
And do you say carte blanche?
Do you say carte blanche? Have you seen The Idol? Do you even Idol, bro?
Can I ask you guys, what is the message of this movie?
Be yourself. Don't don't let society bully you into being something that you're not. Alex is playing like really loud crowds in my ear right now, so I like everything I said didn't sound as profound as I wanted it to because I kind of got scared. But yeah, that's the meaning, right? Like, don't be a liar to kick it. You don't got a lot of kick it. This lady was into him before he even said a word to her, right? She came to look for this nigga. She works there. She could just end up waiting until she bumps into him somewhere, right?
Right. Yeah.
She didn't have to go down and see him and introduce herself and all this stuff and overshare and tell her she been following him. I've been stalking you my whole life. This is wonderful to meet you. Like, she didn't have to do all that. So that's what I think it is. What you think it is, Nine? Or were you looking for an answer?
I said Jada will smash anything. And I also wrote
well, that is a funny.
This is the message of this movie is about how all men grow fat and die.
All men grow fat and die. No.
No, yeah, I guess this is just like about, it's got a little bit of like a liar revealed a little bit of it, but I can't even really say that because he wasn't himself. He wasn't actually lying.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's also like, it feels like there was, like, did he retain the memories of when he was Buddy, or like, does he
No,
know?
he didn't.
Okay.
Well, no, he didn't know, if I'm not mistaken.
He
didn't that one time because I guess because he said he got drunk.
Right, because he got blackout drunk, I guess, yeah.
Because,
but I guess that's the only time he doesn't really remember what happened. But it does seem like he doesn't have control during those times or whatever. It's still a little murky. But
I mean, it is a fucking comedy.
Yeah. Yeah,
it ain't no drama, it ain't no Star Wars.
Right.
But yeah, I think that it sums up pretty much.
Who is your MVP of the movie?
What? No. Well, we'll get there. But I was saying. I was saying that yeah, this is pretty much sums up your question 9.
But I learned one thing from Buddy. I learned that life is not about being happy about how much you weigh, but just being happy with yourself.
Message. But
Nah,
yeah, I
man,
feel like
you still need to change, bro. You have a disgusting lifestyle.
Yo,
You
word.
have ribs and ice cream on you while you're falling asleep. You need to change.
yeah,
Definitely. I saw somebody say something today. They were like, I was watching something about this. They were like talking about people who were like mad at fat shaming. It was just like, yeah, people who are upset about fat shaming are mad because they say that, fat, movies and television perpetuate stereotypes that fat people just overeat and sit on the couch while eating and get depressed and eat and hide food. It's just perpetuated. Like, I was like, I think that's what be happening.
That kind of is a problem there.
I mean, I think they do kind of do that though.
yeah,
That'd be like
sometimes it bees like that. And I thought the depiction of Sherman in this movie was pretty, I thought it was pretty kind. Like I thought they did a good job of showing he's just not like uncontrollably always obsessed with food and like but I've known people who've had struggle with weight issues or and a lot of those things that kind of hit close to home to me. Like I was like, oh, this I know people who feel like this, who do these types of things, especially when they are depressed. They had a really rough day. So it's like I thought it was like more honest than I was expecting it to be. Like rewatching it, there's like again a bunch of goofy shit, like turds and coffee, and but even some of the goofy shit, like the fart explosion is still hilarious.
One of my favorite scenes though is like, before we get up out of here, one of my favorite scenes, I have to mention it, is when he comes in after he gets a date with Miss Purdy and he comes into his house.
Oh yeah.
And he puts on Teddy Pendergrass.
I thought I found that clip. Oh yeah, we can't play that because that's Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass, but he was like so fucking hype. Well, can you play when he walks in? You can at least play that.
Yeah, I think I
because he's like Friday. He like dances all the way back home. Me and Alex were watching it, and he goes, "You can just play that part." Alex was like, "Damn, did he just dance all the way back home?" I was like, "Boy, you see Miss Purdy? I'll be dancing back to the crib like that too. I moonwalked all the way back to the crib."
Teddy P. Number 6, yeah.
Hold on, right here.
Close the door.
Oh man,
that shit right there. Man, that made me think about my dad when that shit happened.
Right?
That made me, I was like, damn, that shit is crazy.
It's such a lovable character in Sherm.
My dad was not a fat man, by the way. Just turn it on the Teddy Pendergrass and fucking go, Teddy! Come on, Teddy!
Oh, that's very Black History Month. But yeah, to answer your question, who's my MVP of this movie? I think it's probably pretty obvious. Eddie's my MVP. He's just like the best part of this movie, and this movie would be nowhere near as good or even well liked by people as if it was anybody else. Who do you think?
9. Who's your MVP?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. I want to say Jada too, but
well, hold on. Well, look.
Since hell, holy shit.
Yeah, y'all already gave your. I guess y'all already see. This is why you shouldn't have did that earlier. Your favorite Eddie Murphy, because that's the MVP basically.
Well, I feel like it's a nice substitution,
Well,
Mm.
my
Because
favorite
how
Eddie
could I not?
Murphy has nothing to do with my MVP of this movie.
Oh, really?
That's
Interesting.
right.
Okay.
Because y'all overlooking. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Mr. Wilson underneath the basement?
Oh.
What happened to him?
Yeah,
Y'all don't like
this
him?
weird situation where
Mr.
somebody's living
Wilson.
in Sherman's basement.
What about? Yeah.
Right.
What
Yeah,
about?
I was. Yeah,
What,
I remember commenting on that with my friend. I was like, "Wait, hold on. Where the fuck does this guy live?"
First of all, what it just goes to show you is they didn't film that house. Either that house was a set or
Yeah.
like that they didn't film that house in Los Angeles because there are no basements in Los Angeles or in
Okay.
California. And they were in California, but I don't
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember
unless
where
you're
in
the
California.
Zodiac killer.
Exactly.
Great
So,
moment in that movie.
but well, we learned that there's only certain houses in San Francisco from 1940s to 1930s. I mean 1930s to 40s had houses with
basements, yeah.
And then they stopped doing that. So it's only about 200 houses in San
Right.
Francisco with a basement.
That's some good house.
Why
power.
don't you should just
house
like
power.
catch all the serial killers like that?
Well,
Like everyone who has a basement
uh-huh.
is under investigation immediately.
That's why I believe the Zodiac killer was a police officer, much like the California Strangler or whatever. What was the dude that they found? He was
Golden
a police
Gate.
officer.
Golden Gate Killer? Or
Golden
State
Golden
versus-
State Killer. Yeah, Golden State Killer was a police officer, and I believe the Zodiac killer was a police officer as well. That's the reason a lot of these motherfuckers get away with shit back then, especially because they police.
Yes,
But anyway,
Okay.
nobody's ever
Okay,
seen him. You know, police don't kill people, right?
Yeah, please don't kill people. Just so you,
But yeah, no, my MVP is none of those people.
Oh no, it wasn't. So it wasn't this guy. I'm just pulling him up so people know who.
Yeah, pull it on up.
Yes, I can. Yes. Drive on down there, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah. Like I was like, wait, hold on a second. Like, isn't this like a family of how many people? Like, wait, does he live with this family? Or
No,
No, he was
now?
visiting his
There you
family.
go. Right.
But it does look like a house that he's living in, like his
Right.
house. It doesn't look like an
Yeah.
apartment,
Right.
and it definitely doesn't look like it's like the second
On
or third
a-
floor. It like looks like it's on the
Right.
ground.
But he
level.
gets evicted,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, which is like
Why does he get evicted?
sound ordinance.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Noise
yeah.
ordinance.
or no noise ordinance.
We
exactly.
said sound ordinance.
Yeah, we both
Ridiculous.
said it at the same time. Like we were
How do you
right
even
Niggas just
fucking
wrong all together.
file noise complaint when you're in the fucking in-law suite? Like who the fuck
Sit
is-
your ass down there and shut
Or
the
you
fuck
filing
up.
against
Mr. Wilson just mad he ain't getting no pussy down here.
him.
I'm up here tearing it up. That's what I'm up here
Mr.
doing. I'm up here
Wilson.
tearing it up.
Oh man, the mystery of Mr. Wilson. We gotta figure that out.
My
Was Mr. Wilson also Eddie Murphy?
It kind
Probably.
of sounded like
It's
it.
kind of sound like it probably was him. Damn, man, he played 8-9 characters. No, my favorite character, my MVP of the movie is we wouldn't have no serum if it wasn't for this character, and that is the hamster. Molly.
The gerbils.
Yes, yeah, the
Molly.
Yeah, she took one for the team. She was
Molly.
low-key an animal being experimented on, which I guess is not really that cool.
Well, they were trying to help her.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
trying to-
diabetes and all kind of shit in that fat body.
That's a good point.
You got to take care of your hamsters, and they don't live long.
Mm. But you know what? Knowing how fucked up scientists are sometimes, like I bet that they force-fed her to make her.
Well, no, because see, he could have sped up and increased the dosage when they realized how much it was working. But he said we have to protect Molly.
Right. Yeah. But he didn't.
No, we gotta protect Molly. He's got integrity. He's
Very-
a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart.
Mhm.
That's what they call saving the cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the quickest way to get sympathy from the audience for your main protagonist.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that, the guy who wrote the book Save the Cat, he wrote the Incredibles movie Blank Check, which take that as you will.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you've never seen it, the Disney movie?
Well,
Blank Check.
It's on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list. It's quite terrible. It's about this kid who gets $1 million.
It's not terrible. Well, it doesn't matter if it's terrible. That's not the point. The question is,
Does it?
Does it?
Oh.
That's right, guys. At the end of every episode, we do vote on whether this film stands the test of time.
you never had a segue so good, bitch.
That was really good.
You know what I'm talking about? What the fuck we doing in here? Fuck out of here.
But Nine, since you're our special guest, we'll let you answer the question first.
God damn, because now I'm like so conflicted. I might like this movie a lot more than I thought I did.
Well,
But maybe I don't.
Well,
you know what's
really,
funny about
the thing, Alex, see that problem. This is why you're probably having a problem, because Alex didn't ask you. Does it hold?
Gosh. Well, I would be regretting this. Like, I feel like there's such importance to this. I am going to say that it does hold up. It does hold up. I have been swayed by this immaculate counsel. You have softened my heart. And maybe a lot of us just need a little we need a little bit of Sherman, all of us, in our hearts, in our minds, and a little bit of that ooze to, give us superpowers and shit. You know what? This movie is kind of crazy because I feel like I bet there is a rated R version of this movie.
Oh yeah,
probably, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
bet there's a rated R version. Like watching it, I was like, damn, what is this? PG-13? Like what's going on here? Because the premise is so PG.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of language in it. So I was like, cover your ears. Earmuffs.
Jada Pinkett did say that there were times at the dinner table where he was playing Sherman's brother, and he was saying some dirty, nasty shit. And that's why the cut at the end at the bloopers, she's like, "Yo, y'all don't know what Eddie's over here saying. Y'all gotta fucking check this dude right now. Like, yo, this nigga is over here wilding."
Yeah, one thing that Roger Ebert said when he reviewed it, he said, this movie succeeds in two different ways. It's sweet and good-hearted, and then again, it's raucous slapstick and bathroom humor. So, to your point, it does kind of...
In the words of Dave Chappelle,
it's a PG premise, but yeah.
Nothing better than a poop joke.
Nothing better than a poop joke.
Alex, I'm going to ask you the testicular question.
What's that? I forget the name of the show. Is it...
Does it hold?
Yes, I do feel like it holds up. I was kind of going back and forth while I was watching it because some of the jokes were really silly and didn't land for me.
Which one?
I mean, just like the gerbil stuff was just kind of super silly. They're shooting gerbils out of a leaf blower and. Yeah,
some of the bits.
Yeah, those bits were just they didn't land for me. But when the movie really starts going, and you don't have to think about the logical science stuff, Eddie Murphy really he's undeniably funny in this. He's
gerbil shooting out of stuff is wild, but they made up for it with the gerbil in the dude's pants. I don't know, that scene to me weird. That scene made itself up because old girl was like, "Oh shit, you got a big old dog."
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's like your dog make different movements than the ducks I seen. Your dog got bass to it.
And he just plays along with it. He's like, "All right, I don't care if
it is biting the hell out of me, but I don't really give a fuck." You can.
I'll figure that out later.
You'll figure
that
out. But I want to figure out is
I was going somewhere with that, but it was just no need to do a whole 3 minutes of stand up over there.
Just lay at that guy's dick.
Talking about this gerbil dick.
Gerbil dick. I was in a band called Gerbil Dick in high school.
Gerbil
But a question, one more question should be asked before we wrap this up. You know, it's gotta. I think.
Well, it is Black History Month, so
yeah. So obviously we gotta ask, does it
hold?
William?
this movie holds up. I almost said it didn't hold up just because I was like thinking it was gonna not hold up because of the jokes.
Mhm.
When I say jokes, not
Same.
the bits, but the jokes.
Mm.
Like who's sucking on whose titties over here? I think I found out where they hid Jimmy Hoffa.
Mm-hmm.
Just for y'all who don't know, Jimmy Hoffa is a mob associated union worker who disappeared off the face of the earth and nobody knows where the fuck he is.
We all saw The Irishman.
Yeah, but The
Or
Irishman,
if you haven't finished it, you're probably still watching it because
yeah, some of us managed to escape that time loop of death that was called the Ouroboros of death that is called The Irishman.
Yeah, that's not my favorite.
But no, The Irishman is a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, like that. You know, Jimmy Hoffa is like, they say he's the biggest one that I think is true. He's under old Yankee Stadium. And they demolished it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but they've always said he's under home plate at Yankee Stadium, and then now they demolished it, so it's like no one will ever, or either that or a Giant Stadium underneath concrete. At Giant
no one
Stadium.
checked.
Well, you got to have a probable cause to dig up a.
Don't
nobody care. The government killed Jimmy Hoffa.
Actually,
but
right,
yeah,
yeah,
man,
right.
like, and all the jokes that that Eddie did towards Dave Chappelle's character Reggie, like that was he was getting in his ass. I wish I could remember some of them right now.
Mother was a belt size is equator.
Belt size was the equator, but like there was other things that he was just like disrespectful.
Blood type is Rocky Road.
Blood type is Rocky Road, and he got shit locks, and he was talking about how ugly this nigga was.
Right.
Man,
that haircut was fucking ridiculous.
That was a hairpiece. It had to be
hairpiece. Yeah, that's definitely a hairpiece.
I was like, yo, what the fuck is that doing on his head? Because like I haven't seen.
It was
the
precariously placed atop his head. It was like
yes, like a crown of nappiness. It was on top of his head. But yeah, this movie holds up because it gets to a greater story to be told outside of the slapstick and private part jokes and fart noises and all that stuff. So yeah, it holds up.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like, and it's funny because as central as Eddie Murphy is to this, like, yeah, like this wasn't even his idea. It was like a Russell Simmons told Brian Glazer, the producer, about it, and then he decided to make a movie about a black, the Nutty Professor, but with a black lead. So it wasn't even Eddie's idea, as it usually goes. But anyway,
sometimes it be the best ideas.
Yeah, sometimes it be like
come out of nowhere.
But before we get out of here, Nine, could you let the people know where they can find you on the interwebs?
Oh, thank you very much for asking me. I can be found on 9 Nerd Yards. You can find me. You can find me on 9 Nerd Yards. That's on YouTube. I will be releasing some videos pretty soon. You can also find me on Nerds at Night. That is Nerds at Night. It looks like the old Nick at Night logo. And also Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all 9 Nerd Yards. You can find me there.
Yeah, man. If you guys can't remember that because you're as high as I am right now, all that is going to be in the video description. All the links to Nine's awesome content. So you guys definitely check that out. But Bill, do you want to tell people where they can find you on the interwebs, on the Instagrams, your Instagram handles?
Y'all can find me on the Instagrams, which is at the bottom of this page. more importantly, you can like and subscribe right now. And if you want to contribute to this, if you've watched this long and you want to contribute to the channel, you can go hit the join button on our channel, and it's 99-cent membership. You can become a member and you'll get all videos early, like a week early than they normally come out. So
I love that sweater, by the way.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. And that's what I was getting to as well, is that we got Drunk Banthas gear. And just go to the link at the bottom. We got decent prices. We probably have a Black History Month promo going on right now, but I'm not positive. But if you watching this and you DM us at the Drunk Banthas on Instagram, we can get you worked up with a little free one. You know what I'm saying? A Black History Month freebie.
Yeah, yeah. Just reach out to us on the social medias if you want some cool free nerdy shit. Thank you guys for watching the show. New episodes drop every other Monday at 4:20 a.m. Check us out on all social media platforms at the Drunk Banthas. Please like and subscribe. It's not required, but if you don't, that's not the right song. That's the podcast. Please like and subscribe. It's not required, but if you don't, you will not be invited to the cookout. We'll see you in a couple weeks. We're playing the music. You don't have to do that.